Hello, Chelton. This past Sunday, we talked about the case for hope. We are made as a hope-shaped creature. What we believe about the future really determines our present. So we said our hope is the certain hope because we know that there is one day that God will wipe all tears from our eyes. We can hold on. And because God is making all things new right now, we join Him in His effort and His endeavor to transform this world. So may God's will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. The question I want to ask you today is that then, what's the practical things we can do, especially when our hope tank is utterly empty? You feel like you've got nothing left to hold on. How can we find the strength, and what are some practical things that we can implement this to our day-to-day life? A few years back, I was reading through the Bible. I do that every year. And then Joshua 3 and 4 became more meaningful than ever before when I really thought about it. In these chapters, Israelites crossed the Jordan River. God dries up the Jordan River so that Israelites could cross. And after they cross the river, God commands Joshua to set up 12 stones at the riverbank of the river so that when the people see that memorial stone, they can see that's the example, that's the evidence of how God has dried up the Jordan River so that we could cross. So imagine every time, especially when the river runs dry, I'm sure that's more visible and clear. They see those 12 stones and say, oh wow, that's right. God has led us through thick and thin. I decided to implement that in my life. I thought about what are the 12 milestones that really shaped me and how God has led me through thick and thin. So I decided to journal 12 most significant, I don't know why I'm holding 6 when I say 12, but I decided to journal 12 events of my life that really shaped me and how God has led me. So let me share one of the entries I wrote down. I wrote this down June 22nd, 2017. This is one of the events that really shaped me. Year 2000, 2001. Event title, Church Split. Description. My back home church went through terrible hardship and some minor split. But through that such difficult time, God was faithful and God restored and rebuilt His church. It was so painful that I said to myself, I'll never be a pastor. Yet God has redeemed one of my most painful memories in my life and led me to become a pastor and be sensitive to others' pain and hardship. See, Chelton, I thought during those times I would never make it. But God was faithful and led me through thick and thin. And when my hope tank runs really dry, God, are you really going to come through one more time? I read those 12 entries. You know what I find there? Out of 12 entries, 5 of them are joyful events. But more than joyful events, 7 of them are actually very, very difficult trials that God allowed in my life. They shaped me. So I look back those 12 stones in my life and say, wow, God, you are faithful there. I know you will still be faithful. I have this glorious hope. My ultimate hope is that Jesus has rescued me from ultimate death at the cross. And that very Jesus will come back to wipe all tears from my eyes. I have this hope to hold on. Would you take time to journal today or tomorrow when you get a chance? Try to remember those 12 milestones in your life and how God has led you. And I hope that encourages you today because even today, He's still guiding you and holding you. God bless. I'll see you this Sunday, Chelton.